Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and today's video is kind of a mini colour analysis of Ariana Grande. Welcome back to all the regular subscribers, always great to see you here. And if you're new here and you like what you see, please consider subscribing and liking the video, and let's get into it. So as I mentioned, today's video is kind of a mini colour analysis of Ariana Grande. Now I'm not here to comment on anything else but on my recommendations for colours that I would put on her. She is extremely talented and successful and has been in the spotlight quite a lot recently due to the success of the film Wicked, which I haven't seen. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. Should I go see it? I don't even know if it's still in the cinema. But anyway, hopefully you'll see the dramatic difference the right colours can make on a person. If you're interested in your own colour analysis, I work with people all over the world to help them discover their own style beyond colour. I do colour analysis as well as helping people reclaim their identity through style. So do get in touch if you're feeling a little bit lost in who you are and what you're wearing. So what we're going to do here today is a very kind of simple, a rudimentary analysis, because going through a full analysis would just take too long and I don't think people would stick around for the full video. So in front of me is my laptop. If you see me looking down here, I'm looking at the same images you are. So the key to doing a good analysis is getting the right photo. I have a video on how to take photos for your colour analysis because you need to be free from makeup, you need to be in natural daylight, and of course, the photos that are out there available of Ariana Grande, you know, she's always made up. There's always kind of artificial lighting. Sometimes the photos have been manipulated as well. So we have to take this analysis with a pinch of salt, let's say. But even still, to me, it's glaringly obvious what she should and shouldn't be wearing. So she has gone through many different hair colour changes, and we need to discount that as much as we can and try to get back to her original colouring if possible. So I found an image online, and all credit to those people who took the photos. By the way, none of these photos I took, obviously, but I think this is probably the closest we're going to get to her natural hair colouring. So as you can see, she's got dark hair and her dark eyes. Her brows are darker than they currently are as well. So I'm just going to use this image to analyze how her features are reacting to cool colours, warm colours, light colours, dark colours. I won't get into intensity in this, just to keep it short and sweet, because I think temperature is one thing that is so important for her. So in a colour analysis with a client, I go through many different colours. So I'm keeping it very simple, as I say, and giving kind of this frame of cool colours around her. When we see a person in one colour, it's kind of difficult to say whether it's good, bad or indifferent at times. It's really when we kind of flip-flop between cool versus warm and warm versus cool that we see what is better or worse. So, you know, when we look, if you're trying to do a colour analysis at home and you're looking at one colour, it's really hard to say, and it's also really hard to be objective with yourself, by the way. So if you're struggling, I hear that all the time, and you need a person with a trained eye to do this if you're going to get it right. Let's have a look at these cool colours on her, and let's go into the warmer colours. And what we do here is we keep watching the reaction of the skin and what happens. Now immediately, this to me is night and day what's happening here. The warm colours are pulling out yellow tones from the surface level of her skin. Now the surface level is not what we want to be connecting with. Again, this is something I go into detail in one-to-one colour analysis. If we go back to the cool colours, those yellow tones absolutely disappear and the skin looks clearer and brighter. And we have to ask ourselves, someone actually commented on one of my videos where I was doing cool and warm on myself, and they said, Sarah, your skin looks more yellow in the warm colours. I think warm looks better. And my question to them is, well, is the goal to make your skin look yellow? To me, it's not, because oftentimes when our skin goes yellow, it looks sickly, it looks kind of jaundiced, it doesn't look the best. Yellow is not the goal. Looking tanned and healthy and glowing, yes, that's the goal. But if your skin goes yellow, no, that's not what we're looking for. So we can see between the warm colors, the complexion gets kind of uneven, kind of muddy looking, and then we go to the cool colors and immediately the skin is fresh, bright, even, glowing. That is what we want. So absolutely cool colors are working for her much better. Now let's look into light versus dark colors. If we look at the light frame, you know, again, when we look at one thing on a person, we can say, yeah, sure, why not? That's fine. But then when we put the darker colors around her, everything feels a little bit more cohesive, a little bit more harmonious. The depth of her hair is, you know, it's full of richness. Her eyes are, you know, in focus, whereas we don't get that with the lighter colors. So immediately we have this combination of cool colors plus darker colors, therefore placing her firmly in the winter category. Now, if we look at photos of her, let's take a look at this one, which I think is probably earlier in her career as well, where she does have darker hair and she is wearing a light color, to be fair. And I think it looks really well on her, actually, this kind of icy lilac. And I'd be tempted to, you know, I haven't done a full colour analysis on her, but when those icy colours look good on a person, they tend to be placed in cool winter. And she looks fantastic in this. I wouldn't surprise me if she was a cool winter, but one way or the other, she is a winter. Now, fast forward to how she's dressing recently. Look at her hair color. Her hair color is not only light, but it's also really warm. It's almost, what would we call that? A golden blonde, strawberry blonde. And she's wearing colors that are more golden than they are in the silver tones, more warm than cool. And her skin is taking on this kind of the yellow appearance. Okay, those warmer colors are pulling out the yellow tones. And she just becomes blended into one, only leaving her eyes kind of standing out. To me, she's masquerading here as a spring. So she's dressing in warm colours and lighter colours, which is kind of almost directly opposite to what winter is in some cases. It's kind of like me dressing as a spring. I mean, I just kind of did this very simple transformation of me in this kind of golden hair and blouse. And I hope you can see that my skin turns yellow in this light, warm outfit and hair colour, even though it's kind of an illustration, but it still does the same thing. It doesn't look good compared to my natural colouring of my darker hair plus a darker colour top. Now, I can also wear lilac as well, which is okay, but a little bit of depth is usually better for me. So very simply, my recommendations, if I was dressing Ariana Grande, I would be bringing back her darker hair and I would be putting her in the winter colours, which I think if we look, you know, I created a Pinterest board of Ariana Grande and all her different outfits. She looks amazing in her silver outfit. She looks amazing in all those winter jewel tone colours. And right now, currently, and I think it's, you know, the look that she was going for in Wicked, if I'm not mistaken. I also think she kind of has this kind of lighter coloured hair. You know, she's really playing into that. I just wouldn't be making those recommendations for her to bring out her best. If you're interested in your own colour consultation, do get in touch. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. I can work with you very successfully, or indeed make it a broader package, because colour is not the be all and end all of your style. There's so much more to it than that. So I can help you reclaim your identity through style. If you are interested in this, and maybe not in a one-to-one sense, I do have an online course starting on January 27th, which covers a whole range of style elements that is going to help you get back to feeling like you. Don't miss out. The special offer is ending very, very soon. That's it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you again next week for another video. Take care. Bye bye.